Boli was just 19 years old when he made the decision that would change his life forever. He grew in countryside of the ghetto where parents cared less about their kids and kids were left to look after kids and do whatsoever at a tender age. That is where Boli grew up at 14. Some of these kids who were left on the street had started robbery, selling drugs and prostituting. Fraud was a usual routine activity. The level of their suffering had actually made them stronger. Till date the police finds it tough to go in to make an arrest. Pressure was much on Boli as the first child amongst 5 children his parents had. Desperate for money to clear the shame of poverty in his family's lineage, he vowed to make money. As such, Boli turned to dark rituals in the hopes of gaining wealth and success from his friends who were of same age but are already driving Benz and living large, promised to help show him the way. He was one of 3 teenagers who went to a medicine man, but fear drove the other 2 away, leaving Boli to face the consequences alone. He was given a black native soap to take his bath with in the center of the market at exactly 12 am. After which he went straight as instructed to sleep in a graveyard after rubbing the soap on his body. The next day, he was taken back to the shrine. He stood right in front of a covered mirror in red clothes and was asked to stab a mirror. He did, and immediately after stabbing the mirror a fresh blood started gushing out from the covered mirror. The blood was collected. The medicine man started incantation and striking at his metallic staff to the ground and chanted a song in a strange tongue. Right before Boli's eyes, a fresh meat appeared inside the calabash he held and was speaking to the gods. Boli at this point was left speechless seeing such power. She was filled with much high hopes. He was instructed to consume fresh meat and drink the earlier blood. After the rituals, the medicine man told Boli a secret that the fresh meat and blood which he took was that of Sam, his youngest sibling. Desperate for money, Boli followed the instructions without question, not realizing the true cost of his actions. As time flies, Boli was left to face his final test. To impregnate a mad woman, and after her delivery he will steal the child and locked up inside his secret altar room, which will be the source of his wealth. Though the child was an imbecile, but Boli doesn't care. All he wanted was money. The medicine man gave Boli 2 precautions to take. The first precaution was for him to avoid being seen by the mad woman, because even after 20 years she will not only remember, but will chased, disgrace and exposed him over her stolen child. The second precaution was for him never to allow a third eyes to see his secret altar room and source of his wealth, which was the imbecile child. Boli carried out these various tasks perfectly, and immediately his wealth grew rapidly, but at a terrible price. He was required to sacrifice virgin's head every 3 months to maintain his newfound riches. Despite his success, there was a darkness that hung over him, a constant reminder of the evil deeds he had committed. When Boli got married, he hoped that his wife would bring him happiness and joy as a family. But fate had other plans. One day, his wife at home felt bored and decided to explore the big house, only for her to discover a door that she has never entered before. So she went inside and discovered the truth about her husband's secret altar room, and with an imbecile child that was constantly vomiting money. Terrified at this scene, she ran away, leaving Boli alone to face the consequences of his actions alone. All that Boli had were burnt down completely to the ground overnight. Bank's account closed down. His expected goods on the high sea got missing. In fact, lots of strange things began to happen to Boli, and within a month Boli went down back to zero. He almost killed himself. As his health began to deteriorate, Boli sought help from a Baba, only to be told that there was no solution for his condition. In a cruel twist of fate, the medicine man told Boli that his health will be exchanged with that of his son's well-being. Otherwise, he must be ready to bring the third eyes for the sacrifice. Unfortunately, his runaway wife was indeed the third eyes that the medicine man seriously warns about. She saw his secret altar in one of the rooms. In order to avoid being exposed, she has to be used for the sacrifice, otherwise he should get ready for imbecile. Gradually Boli turns imbecile, while the imbecile child returns back to normal. Till date, Bully roams about in the street begging for arms to feed. Bully's life had spiraled out of control, with his wealth and success crumbling around him. The dark rituals he had turned to in desperation had led him down a path of destruction, leaving him with nothing but the consequences of his actions. He was a cautionary tale of the dangers of greed and the darkness that lurks within us all.
My God, my biggie man. He's the biggie man. I reject poverty. Biggie man, listen. I will never beg, oh, I will never cry again. In the name of Jesus, my life will be the same. From glory to glory, I will never see shame. In the name of Jesus, I will never be poor. Me, I will never beg, oh, I will never cry again. In the name of Jesus, my life will be the same. From glory to glory, I will never see shame. I will never beg, I will never cry again. In the name of Jesus, my life will be the same. From glory to glory, I will never see shame. In the name of Jesus, I will never be poor.
Anointed.
I reject poverty, my God, my biggie man.